we wanted to talk some championship series. Well, the ALCS is not set, and it's not going to be set till Tuesday, so we're going to hold off on that one for now, but we're going to go into the NLCS. Got the Phillies against the Padres. The Padres are going to have home field advantage in this series, which, as we know, doesn't really matter. So,
come on. Come on. You can't tell me after everything that has happened that it doesn't matter.
It's swaying me otherwise this postseason that maybe it's mattering a little bit this year, but overall, I don't feel like it matters as much in baseball.
Okay, Brad.
So anyway, it's not like basketball or the NFL. How's that? Where the crowd plays a significant role in the way things go.
It is not. If you compare them that way, no. But I don't think you can discount its effect.
Okay. All right. We'll have to agree on that. I think that's
fair.
where we can settle.
Okay.
All right. Deal. Okay. Anyway. So I gotta tell you, Brig, the Phillies bullpen has been a revelation. Because every time they were going late into games with the lead against the Braves, it was like, well, here comes the bullpen, right? Like we saw the game against the Mets, where the Phillies were the ones who met at the bed, and it was because of the bullpen. And I won money off of that game, and it was fantastic.
Good for you.
But they've done their job. They're closing out the games, and it's amazing. Good for them. I'm happy for them because I've been cheering like crazy for the Phillies because of our buddy Jason and Tori. Like, I couldn't be happier for the Phillies at this point that they've made it this far.
Yeah, me too.
Are you as shocked as I am about the bullpen situation right now?
Completely shocked. Yeah, totally. But what's interesting is I've also been cheering for the Padres this whole time too. So now I'm stuck in a quagmire of emotion, Brad. I live in a glass case of emotion right now because I don't know what here, and this is my default crappy answer, is that I just want to see good baseball games.
I know that's where I'm at with this point because I want to see the Padres win because I've kind of gotten to like the Padres living down in the Southwest because they're close. But I've also I would love to see the Phillies do well because we have friends who are Phillies fans. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, and I like guys who play for the Phillies too.
I like that. See, and that's what it comes down to for me. So let's switch into team shopping a little bit. If you're in our situation and you're like, I don't know what to do, I always go down the list, go down the roster. I love Real Muto. I enjoy Brother Harper. I really, you know what I mean? But I love Machado. I can't get enough of Juan Soto's his October performances. Joe Musgrove is so much fun to cheer for. Like you just but so is Zach Wheeler. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I'm going to be cheering for success across the entire series. And whoever wins, I will be happy for them. And whoever loses, I will lament with them. I don't know if lament's the right word, but I will mourn with them.
There you go.
It would be really cool, though. Like, I'm planning on going, because I just lived, for those of you who don't know, I just live a little ways from the Peoria Sports Complex, which is where the Padres and Mariners have their spring training. Yeah. I am planning on going to the backfields this next spring, and because there are some guys obviously for the Padres I want to meet and see if they'll sign a ball for my son. Yeah. And it would be really cool to go see those guys, see the World Series champions.
100% that would be awesome. Agree. Yeah, you're right. It
would be super cool.
Jason wants us all to know that he rides with Philly Rob, which we all knew. So,
yeah.
Way to go, man.
But
all right, let's get into it.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Let's get into this. Like, is there like an X factor you see with this? Like, how does the pitching stack up for you? Like, for me, the starting pitching is almost like
matched. Right? Yeah, totally. Although, no. I'm gonna say that I love 2 of Philly starters, but I love 3 Padres starters. So in a 7-game set, I think the starting rotations, I'm going to have to give it to San Diego.
Yeah, I think you're right. The problem, like, is your third guy Clevenger or Snell?
No, it's the guys they started this. It's Java Joe, Mike Clevenger, and Yu Darvish.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering if Mike
Yeah.
Clevenger was in there, because I feel like Mike Clevenger can come out and be dominant, right? Pitch seven
Yeah.
innings of no like shutout baseball with like 5 hits or whatever, right? But at the
Right.
same time, he could come out and get shelled in 3.
Totally.
And Blake Snell has been the same way this year.
Same thing. But I don't know. I just feel better about it, because if you look at the Phillies, they've got Nola and Wheeler that are incredible. And then what?
Right. Yeah.
And I hate that it's that way, but it's like, honestly, and then what? I don't know. Syndergaard?
Yeah. I mean, he pitched fine over 4 innings. He gave up 1 hit, 1 run. But the problem is that like you don't want your starter only going 4, especially
right, exactly.
in the NLCS.
Which
you
is
need
the same
him to go
problem.
deeper.
Clevenger could have that problem, but I feel like
Right.
Syndergaard does have that problem.
Yeah, that's the difference. You're right. I do think that the Phillies or the Padres have the edge on that. Offensively, though, like, I mean, there's a reason that the Phillies are known as the Beefy Boys.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Kyle Schwarber leading off.
Okay,
In
let me
what
tell you about
space,
Schwarber, though.
sir, does that make sense?
None. And it gets even worse when you figure that Kyle Schwarber this postseason, 4 games against Atlanta, 13 at bats, 1 hit.
for 13. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is cumulatively like there was like 30 or 31 at bats without any hit at all. Didn't he go 30 at bats without a hit?
I think he did. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he also struck out 4 times. He walked. He did walk 3 times. That is one of his things.
He's still getting on.
He puts together good at bats. He scored 2 runs, but the fact that he's only getting 1 hit and he's not being like that to me, like I like a guy who can get on base of the walk, but it's not productive.
Right.
I need somebody who's productive. Give me a double.
Especially your leadoff guy. Get on base. Yeah. Give me a bloop single. I want a laser shot out to the middle to the gap somewhere. Something. You got to get on base. You got to start the ball rolling, set the tone. So I'm confused why Kyle Schwarber is leading off, and I'm confused why it's working, because it's working. Just don't
Apparently
understand.
It's been working for a while. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like A-Rod addressed it the other day with Aaron Judge. That he called it gimmicky baseball, that you don't put your best hitter leading off. But there's also data that says you do, because that's the spot that gets the most plate appearances, right?
And I think trying to get him to the record, I mean, that makes tons of sense. But let's look at Aaron Judge really quick postseason. His postseason batting this year
not good.
Is so bad. 16 plate appearances. He has hit the ball twice.
And he's hit the ball twice?
Yeah, and he's worked 1 walk.
How many times? So he's
batting 125.
How many strikeouts?
9 strikeouts.
Okay, so he's hit the ball. He's just not getting on base by hitting.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay,
I was like,
yeah, but
he's recorded. Man, he's not even making contact. Wow.
No, 16 at bats, 3 runs, 2 hits. 1 was a home run in the ALDS, obviously, and 9 strikeouts. He's batting 125 in the ALDS.
Yeah, and I think he would be better off in the 3 position. But with Schwarber, though, like, do you put him down in the 5th spot? Because you've got Gene Segura, you've got Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Rhys Hoskins, and the list goes on. Like, where else do you put Schwarber? You want to get him at bats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? That's the hard thing about that lineup, is that they should be crushing everybody, but they're not.
Agreed. So then you switch it over, and we're going to go look at the let's look at San Diego lineup really quick, because the Padres lineup is also very exciting. Where is it? Come on now.
So I've got Josh Bell, Jake Cronenworth, the revelation, the postseason revelation, Trent Grisham.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. But Manny Machado has been the most dangerous out of all of them. Juan Soto quietly went 3 for 16 with 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He had a double, scored 3 runs. This is not the Juan Soto we were expecting to show up. I wonder if he's just getting warmed up. For his sake, I hope that's the case.
It's possible.
Because I don't know if I'd feel bad for him or be embarrassed for him that he just like goes to San Diego and forgets how to play baseball.
Yeah. I don't know.
That would be crazy.
Either way, it's a rut row, big time.
Yeah.
I've got okay. So I just looked up the spread really quick. Tuesday, 8:00, Phillies against the Padres. The spread is a minus 205 on Phillies side and a plus 175 on San Diego side.
So the Phillies are the favorites.
The Phillies are the favorites.
See if I can get a run line.
And it's over 1.5. The 1 point is, I don't know how to talk gambling. 1.5 over, and it's the under. San Diego's under at 1.5. Brad, take it away with the betting.
so that actually makes sense. The run line's always a 1.5. So that means that
exactly.
the Padres are a 1.5 favor, which is always the case. But the over under is set at 6.5. So
yeah,
I would expect there to be 7 runs scored in this game.
Yeah, I can see that. I
could totally see that. That's a 3-4 ball game.
Yeah.
With the offenses these teams have, just like even with the pitching they have, I would expect 7 runs to be scored in this game.
That makes sense.
So,
you know what's funny is collectively the Padres starting lineup is batting 251, 242, 298. That's Manny Machado. 263, 240, 261, 243.
Those are regular season averages?
Regular season averages, and then 251. Now, I think those are, because this has been a pitching year, that those make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That everybody's is dropped down, 20 points or whatever. But it's just,
but for the postseason, or at least for the NLDS, Manny Machado hit 357.
Yeah.
And Jake Cronenworth hit 438.
Oh, what about Trent Grisham?
Trent Grisham's 308.
That's awesome, man.
Good for him.
Cronenworth hit 438. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, and he had that go-ahead single that got him to second toward the end of the game the other day. He's been a big deal. Yeah. So give me your prediction for this series, Brig.
What I want or what I predict are two different things. As it is always, I am going to say, it hurts my heart. I want to see, gosh dang it, I don't even know what I want, Brad. I don't even know what I want. I'm needless and wantless in this situation.
Well, the thing that's hard is that we can't be like, well, I've discounted this team, so I'm going to pick them now, because we wrote both of these teams off.
We did. So what I would
both of
love
them in the wild card round.
Exactly. So what I would love to see is I want to see all 7 games played. I want back and forth games. I don't necessarily need high scoring. I want one game that's super low scoring pitching duel. I want to see a no bid go through 6. I don't care if it's broken up after that, but I want to see a no go through 6. And I want to see either the San Diego Padres or the Phillies go to the World Series. So that's what I want.
I like it.
What do you want?
I have one thing very specific that I want, because I want all those things as well. I want it to be back and forth 7 games. I'd like to see one 1-0 gritty pitching duel. Not one that goes 18 innings, because that took my whole day. Brig, stress eating, man.
I know.
It's over now. It's just Halloween candy. But anyways. No, one thing I do want to see, like a 13-inning 12-10 game.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Slugfest. Like what we had in, what was it, 2019, 2018? No, it was 2017. It was the year that the Astros won. Yeah, like that game was amazing. I want one of those again, where it's just like back and forth for 13 innings, and it's just like, oh shoot, there's the game winner right there. No, it's not. He just tied it up. They're gonna win right here. Oh, he got it. Oh, just crazy.
A home run derby and extras. Yes,
I want one of those, because it was so much fun. I specifically remember that night I had like a whole list of things I was gonna do. I didn't do any of them.
No, of course not.
Because we had our TV mounted on our wall up above our fireplace, and I was like this close to it the whole time, just like, oh my gosh, I want another one of those.
It's so beautiful.
Jason says, I want him to die. No, Jason, I don't want you to die. But if you do, I'll be right there with you because it'll just be amazing. Because I was on the brink of death this weekend.
We'll all get inspected by our physicians as soon as the season's over, as we always do.
Yeah. Set up an appointment with your cardiologist on November 8th.